Welcome to this video on prototyping. In this video, I will introduce you shortly to what a prototype is, the different uses of prototypes, and the different types of prototypes. What is prototyping and for what purpose do we use it? Here, two short definitions. Prototyping is the practice of building quick, inexpensive and rough study models to learn about the desirability, feasibility and viability of alternative ideas. Or prototyping is to communicate and verify an idea or model, facilitate co-creation or customer evaluation, and finalize performance visual ideas. As you can see, you can use prototyping in different stages of the design process and for different purposes, for example ideation, co-creation, validation and communication. There is a wide variety of prototypes which can range from cards and foam sketch models to precision engineered components and fully working prototypes. Before starting to create a prototype, it's important to consider why you are making the prototype. Depending on its purpose in the design process, you can decide to make different types of prototypes. For example, if you want to generate ideas and concepts, you can use sketch models. Simple materials are used such as paper, cardboard, foam, wood, tape and glue. Quickly visualize your ideas and develop them into better ideas. In case you want to communicate your ideas and concept, for example in co-creation session, you could use a dummy mockup with only the external characteristics of the product idea, not the technical working principles. You can use prototyping as well to test and verify your ideas and concepts at the end of the design process. In that case, you can make proof of concepts, functional models to verify whether a technical principle actually works or to do usability and market tests. Different types of prototypes. So, when making a prototype in order to generate new concepts, you could think of sketching models and using simple, easy, accessible materials such as paper, cardboard, foam, wood, tape or glue to develop the early ideas into better ideas. You can do this anytime. No special resources are needed. When you want to communicate ideas, a dummy mockup is a good way to translate only the external characteristics of the product. The technical principles do not have to be implemented, since the prototype is only meant to translate the idea of a concept instead of how it works. This can be done, for example, by making simple foam models. Only basic machinery and tools are needed. A more high-fidelity prototype is preferable when testing and verifying concepts. It should be a proof of concept, a functional model that can be used to verify whether the technical principle actually works or to do usability and market test. For this, more sophisticated machinery is needed, like 3D printers. Here you see some of the different forms of prototypes we used for developing a new diagnostic device. On the left you see sketches and foam models, and on the right you see more high-fidelity prototypes for real user testing. Here you see another example, the development of a centrifuge for a laboratory. We started with paper prototypes at the start and ended with real working 3D printed functional models. A last example, the development of a reusable bicarbonate cartridge for kidney care. At the start, visual sketches were used for ideation. During the co-creation sessions, rough 3D printed models were used. For user and performance evaluation, high-fidelity prototypes were produced. This was the video on prototyping. Prototypes can be used for different purposes in the design process. Depending on its purpose, the proper type of prototype can be chosen.